they're thinking that y'all can just walk around with a phone call anytime you want to and talk to anybody you want to.
Yeah, we got a big mouth know-it-all in the mob too that's telling everybody that this guy is not out of prison, that he's not free, and the guy's walking all over the parking lot with phones and everything else. I said they can't just use them phones, and them tablets don't do nothing but talk to the people you're registered with. Hey Cole, I'm going in my room.
Okay.
America first.
Hold on, I still can't hear you.
America first. Damn it.
See what now? Oh, great. I'll be waiting on it. Oh, that's great.
Maddie Marinero, how you doing? I'm proving to everybody that Eric Foss don't know what the fuck he's talking about with this phone situation. I'm waiting for my lifer guy to call me. They cannot just use them phones when they want to. SoFlo is out. You goddamn stupid ass people. You believe what that Maureen Moe says? You're stupid. That goddamn phone call could have been anybody. She won't say who it was to. SoFlo is out. Pool stick is free. You cannot walk around and use a phone whenever you fucking feel like it. Hello, Tammy. Hope you're doing better. Uh-oh, I'm getting my call now. And I want you to hear this.
An adult in custody at Two Rivers Correctional Institution. Your account balance is $41.20. To hear the charges for this call, press 2. To accept this call, press 5. To use this call will be recorded and subject to monitoring at any time. Thank you for using IC Solutions. You may begin speaking now.
Hey.
Yeah.
Toby, I want you to explain something to this fucking know-it-all idiot, Eric Foss, that was in prison for supposedly 17 years somewhere in Maryland. He said that it's possible to just use phones whenever you want to, that the tablets work everywhere. Will you please tell him, since you've been in there for 30 years, you're doing life, how many prisons have you been in? Have you ever been able to walk around with a phone and just use it?
Well, listen, all I can say is I've always been in a maximum security prison, so I can never say, like, he might have been on some minimum shit.
He might have been in a kindergarten, is what he like.
But I don't know how, man, I can't see it. But, like, listen, if he was on, like, some small-time shit or something like that, maybe, but never on none of these max joints. You see how I've been getting out. I'm on an honor unit, and I barely get out, so I don't know about that. I don't know, though, how they run that shit, so I would be...
Well, he said all the prisons that I've talked to people in, Maine, Alaska, Texas, and Oregon, the convicts don't get to walk around with a fucking phone and call whenever they want to.
No, hell
You have to be registered to a system. And then he said something about the tablets, and then the idiot said he'd never had a tablet, so tell him how the fucking tablets work. They're not, you can't get on the internet with them. You're right, Maddie. Foss is Johnny Mac, .2. Well, this is a genuine prisoner. I know why Foss ain't in the prison community now. They kicked his fucking ass out because he's a know-it-all. Go ahead, Toby. Tell him how the tablets work. I know how it works on my end.
But look at how each... Listen, though, remember some of them, like how with that dude Kevin, he was able to make calls on his shit and all that.
I know, but he couldn't do it all the time. They still cut him off at 10 o'clock. He's acting like you can use them 24 fucking hours a day and walk out in the parking lot and show cars with them and stuff. He's an idiot.
We don't have it like that, and this is a tender system out here, like, they super baby us and shit, so... I don't know, man. I mean, it's hard for me to believe it, but I do know every place is completely fucking different, and a tablet it's probably not that big of a deal to some places, but I don't know. All I know is what they do here, and it's hard to get to the shit. We don't own our
Just
own
make it
tablet.
real plain that you each don't have your own tablet in there. Explain it to this idiot, not these idiots, Eric Foss, because since he's never had a tablet, he ain't got a clue. How many tablets do you have for how many prisoners where you are?
There's 15 of them for 102 people or some shit like that.
You hear that, Eric? Fool!
But what if there's too many other systems where people do own their own shit?
It don't matter. They can't use them. Even in Maine, that sissy ass state, they still cut them off at 10 at night. They can't use them all night long. They can't get on the internet with them. All they can do is message me or whoever's registered on their thing, or play games or what the fuck ever. They can't get out and get on the internet and set up calls. This fool said you could walk around with a fucking phone all over the parking lot and shit. Oh, there's cell phones everywhere. I've had one prisoner in my whole life call on a cell phone, and it was Nancy, a girl, and the guard was letting her use his phone. How many cell phones you got in there, Toby, Annie?
Not in this place, but it happens. You know it happens. You know.
I know, but I'm just saying it's not he's trying to say the pool stick is walking around making these videos to prove he's not in detention. He can use phones whenever he wants, and you can only get out, 3 times a day and use a phone?
Yeah.
Okay.
But listen to this, and I ain't siding with that dude or nothing like that, but look at, you could go on, you could Google it or YouTube it or whatever, access that information about contraband cell phones, and it's a fucking epidemic everywhere except in Oregon. And even in Oregon, at the penitentiary, a lot of the gang dudes have phones, so it's...
Believe me, he ain't no gang dude. The only gang he's in is with cheerleaders, because he likes to fight with women. He's scared to death of a man.
And then at a minimum, you know how easy. So I don't know. Listen, it's just because where I'm at right now, this is a restricted place. Remember, I came here after the IMU program, so they got this bitch locked on. They got it controlled like a motherfucker. So it's different here.
I'm talking about any prison you've been in. How many? 5, 6?
I've been in like 20 different...
Okay. Have you ever been able to walk around with a goddamn phone and just go outside and do whatever you want?
No.
Okay. That's the point I want to get through to this fucking moron.
I've always been in trouble, though. This is the first...
Oh, I'm sure he ain't no trouble. He's a goddamn sissy. I can tell you that.
But listen to this, though. You've seen it yourself. You saw dudes with cell phones making videos on podcasts and running scams and showing shit live of...
I know, but they weren't walking around the parking lot with it. They were still in a jail inside.
Yeah. Check this out. There's so many... you could check that shit out on your... YouTube channel or different channels, just Queer.
Oh, now wait, let me tell you what this motherfucker's saying. This deported he's not locked up, Terry. He's being detained by immigration services. It's complete. I mean, it must be completely different if he could take his goddamn watch collection with him, you fucking idiot. Go believe Maureen and them bunch of morons. It should be moron instead of Maureen. She thinks anybody believes that fucking phone call? Get real. She won't even tell who it was. She don't know a fucking thing. And Eric Foss knows less than she does. He wants to fight with women. He went after my Lisa Marie, and I'm going to handle that shit, you fucking punk piece of shit. She hates pool stick worse than I do, you goddamn idiot. There's about 4 Lisas around here, and I guarantee you, she wasn't in there kissing SoFlo's ass. Freak. Go ahead, Toby.
Oh, they got you rattled, huh?
Yeah, they do, because I don't like that big mouth running his mouth. He told all this shit about the tablets, and every prisoner, even in Texas, had tablets, but it wasn't like they could just use them whenever they fucking wanted to and call off them. In fact, Kevin was the only one that could ever use them to call. None of the ones in Texas can, and they all got them. But all they do is that little message and shit like you and me do. See, here's my list, you fucking goddamn stupid ass motherfucking moron to Maureen. See that list? That's who can message me, you fucking freaks. Can you get on the internet, Toby, and look up stuff and watch porn or whatever you want to do?
No.
Exactly.
That's why I asked you. I gotta ask you questions to ask because.
That's right.
But I don't know. I can't. I would be crazy out of pocket to say how they do places I ain't been because I know every place I've been has been completely fucking different. Like when I was in the feds, I was in them penitentiaries. We was always locked down. And they didn't even have MPs or tablets or nothing back then. So, but I mean, there was cell phones and knives all over the place. And now I'm out here and there's no knives, no phones and shit. So everywhere is completely different.
You better quit sticking up for him or you and me are going to break up.
I'm not thinking of this motherfucker. But it's not like I would be. We both would be insane that he's at some pussy immigration thing or some shit.
Hi, Dana. I'm trying to prove that Eric Foss don't know what the fuck he's talking about. He likes to fight with women. He's so goddamn smart, Toby, that he got in the middle of two fucking women fighting and jeopardized his freedom. He likes to fight with women. He don't dare to fight with men.
Man, I wish I had two women I could fight with right now.
One's enough for you, believe me. We're going to be in a fight before this is over if you don't start.
Just shooting.
Well, how come you ain't got a phone if there's no limitations on phones like Eric says? Why don't you call me? Why do you always have to call me at 11 o'clock? Why can't you call me anytime during the day, 3 in the morning? Have you ever been in a prison where they let the prisoners talk at 3 a.m.?
No.
Okay, that's what he's saying, that pool stick did. Called at 3 a.m. because he's not at, they're trying to say he's in immigration. That wouldn't be no fucking different. Oh, and let me ask you this. Can you ever change your inmate number or does it stay with you for life?
Mine is stay with me for life. They're not going to give me a different number.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's a rumor going around too, that's why they can't find Pool Stick's information because he changed his number. You inmates cannot change your numbers. Shut up, deported action, or you're going to be deported out of this goddamn chat. Go fuck Eric Foss or suck his dick or something. Sharon, if he says anything else, get him the fuck out of here. Some deported he's not an inmate. I don't care if he's in immigration or where he is. He's still walking all over the goddamn place with his watch collection, you fucking idiot. Go suck on Maureen, the moron. Using a damn phone call to prove something. Are you kidding me? Now answer me about your inmate number. Maybe somebody will block that damn fool or I'm going to have to block him. I'll block him myself. Fuck it. Remove. Put user in timeout. You're gone, deported. You just been deported. How'd you like that, you fucking freak? You're not making this any easier on me, Toby. You know there's no prison anywhere that lets you have full access to a damn phone. I don't care if it's the immigration, Alcatraz, or where it is.
Hey, I'm going to disagree with you no matter what.
You better.
You're going to put me on timeout. You're going to put me on fucking timeout. Block me like if I don't...
Maddie's sticking up for me. He said, get him, Terry. And you've just been calling me at a certain time and you can use that phone all day long and walk outside in it and all that shit. So you've been lying to me because Eric says that it's possible to use phones and walk outside and blah, blah, blah. You've been lying to me. You could have been calling me all times of the day and you just lied about it.
No, you know better. Why the fuck would we be paying for phone calls if I had it like that? That's just from financials. An economic standpoint, that would be stupid as fuck. Why Why the fuck would we be paying $100 every month when I could just call you and look at you for free? I would be a fucking retard. That's how hard it is in this place to get shit like that. But it happens. Not in this place.
Now listen what Maddie's saying. If people had access to phones so freely, they wouldn't have inmates calling from the prison. Exactly, Maddie. Exactly. Eric Foss is a fool. And I can't believe that he even survived 17 years. I'm surprised somebody didn't fucking kill him. He might have been in a woman's prison. I don't know. That's what he acts like, a fucking girl. You better keep your mouth shut to my Lisa, too, Eric fucking Foss. I've sent you pictures of Lisa, Toby. You know what she looks like. She's the one that got me the fish and the American First Cup and...
Hey, what else besides that? What else is going on with you?
Not much. I've been in... Somebody sent me a clip of that fool talking, and I thought, that motherfucker ain't got a clue what... I've talked to more Texas people than anybody, and I'm telling you right now, they barely get to use a phone. And then Angel Gotti, that majestic tower of knowledge, said, well, I could tell it wasn't a prison call because there wasn't no noise in the background. Well, this is a prison call, and there's no noise in the background, fools. There would prisoners all over TikTok calling their families. It would be all over the internet, but that's why we don't see those type of videos. Exactly, Maddie. I'm proving it. I'm talking to Toby. I've talked to him 1.5 years. He's always had certain times he could call. And then I find out this Eric is saying he can call whenever he wants, walk around outside. So I'm just seeing if he might be lying to me. I might have to break up with him.
But you know damn well if I could do, I would. Why in the fuck would I be sitting out here around a bunch of retards whispering and shit if I could just freely talk to you on my cell? That doesn't make any sense. We would never talk on this fucking phone. I wish that opportunity was around, but I'm telling you, that's a no-go here in Two Rivers. That's a fact.
Maddie said, tell Toby I said to keep his head up and stay safe in there.
It ain't you can't get no safer than this shit out here. This shit.
It's a woke joke prison, Maddie. Oregon has a woke joke prison.
They give these motherfuckers free titties, everything. Whatever you need, they give it to you, man.
They don't give you no free phone time, though.
They don't know. They gave us like 5 free phone calls on Christmas.
Oh, that's right. They did. I remember that. And a free virtual.
A free virtual. They did do that. That's a first. That was the first time they ever gave a motherfucker anything for free. But yeah, they definitely about their money out here. They tax you every day they possibly can, for sure. I can't believe that Des Moines paper was only $15. Is that a permanent deal?
That's what he told me. That's what that guy told me. I guess I'll have to ask Eric Foss, since he knows every goddamn thing in the world. I asked him how much that paper... He knows everything, Toby. I've never seen such a genius. I thought the SAC whore, FBS, was a genius, but not compared to Eric Foss. That motherfucker knows every goddamn thing in the world, except to stay out of 2 women having a fight and trespassing. He was too dumb to know that. And he was too dumb to not get in a fight with my girl, Lisa Marie. He was too dumb to do that. And he's too dumb to know about the phone system. Oh, Maddie says, free titties, don't say that too loud. The Ripper will be looking to get booked in there as quick as a raccoon can finish a sandwich. How many people have they done that for out there? This is Oregon, Maddie.
Hundreds.
Are you kidding me? There's hundreds of them in there with tits?
Yeah, statewide, yeah. They're not all just here. They're every prison in Oregon. They're all ex-offenders and trannies and shit. They're fucking freaks. They all lipstick and eyelashes, eyeshadow, and all that bullshit. They're hella weird. They're weirdos for the system. And then a third of the system is like Pisces and other Hispanics and blacks shit for sure. I've been out here 12 plus years and I haven't had a friend yet that was from this state. Zero. And I'm cool as shit.
What was the meanest prison you were in? The worst one?
Well, listen, lockdown smooth program when it was in Lewisburg, they closed that shit down. And then they made it that Thompson, Illinois, the smooth program. And then they had to close that down. But they were setting motherfuckers up to fight. And these dudes wasn't just fighting. They was stabbing and all. And then the guards was doing crazy fucked up shit, hurting people like crazy bad, leaving people in handcuffs for up to 72 hours. But like on the yard was that Florida penitentiary down there in Ocala, Florida. Coleman 1, USP 1. Now that shit was jumping a lot. There was a lot of everything there. So,
I gotta tell you what Maddie said. He said, the shit you must hear taking place in cells at night must be fucking disgusting. Do they let the trannies get makeup or is it still Kool-Aid on their lips?
no, they buy that shit on. I swear, I'll send you a commissary slip. There's more female items on that shit. They sell douches. They sell bras. They sell panties. They sell all that shit to these dudes. I'm not playing. But they try to keep the trannies on specific units. But like with other sex offenders and shit, they don't like to let them around normal people, obviously for every reason you would know. But they put them around the child molesters and shit. So they kind of, so when you see different units and different groups, however, wherever, they're deep as fuck. They're like 50 deep in areas on the yard and shit. It's the weirdest shit you ever seen. All you gotta do is look at Portland, and then you'll know that's what's inside of here, is that right there. The shit you see, like, dykes with purple hair and shit like that, that's the dudes in here.
Maddie said, what the fuck?
But they run a lot of private companies set up shop in here, so you can work these jobs and get paid pretty good, but they're hella profiting. It's like like Procter and Gamble Industries and shit out here. It's like straight slavery.
And then you got the Suboxone program. Suboxone Sophie, listen up.
Definitely give you Suboxone.
Give you Suboxone, they give you tits, they give you makeup. Maybe that's where Eric should have been. He sounds like a girl. He fights with girls. Fighting with my little Lisa Marie. Ooh, that pissed me off when I got that clip. I just wanted to get the phone business straightened up because they were acting like, well, he can use them phones in there and walk all over. And I said, they better not be able to because Toby's been lying to me for a year and a half then about these certain times.
If I had my own phone, you would know. You would be the only one that knew. I'd be talking to you all night long. We'd be looking at each other and shit. Why the f*** are you paying this stupid ass place pennies every minute? Like, but who knows, man?
Maddie said, do they still fix your teeth in there? Yep, they do, Maddie. Do they do all types of dental procedures or just the basics?
No, they do all that shit. They do everything. They do all that. Whatever you need, they do it for you.
Except let you use a phone whenever you want and walk around and get license plates and shit like that.
I mean, I don't know where that unit's at.
He's from Baltimore, so I'm figuring it's Maryland, because that's where Baltimore is. I do know geography. But then he mouthed off about the tablets, all the shit you can do with the tablets. I know what you can do with a tablet. I've got one. You've got one. We can message each other. That's it. And he was saying they can do all this. You can't do internet stuff on them tablets. And then he turned around after he run his mouth for an hour and said, well, I've never had a tablet, so I don't know.
They just got some little stupid-ass games on there. They don't even have a news station or a sports station or nothing. That's how devoid of like, I can't even look at no, like, CNN app or Reuters or USA Today app or nothing like that. They just got some stupid games and, like, a music channel, but it ain't like, you can't pick your own, like, musician or artist or any of that shit. They'll just give you that genre. So we can't even pick our own, like, if I wanted to listen to something by whatever, Metallica or some fucking Tupac or whatever, I can't even do that. I could type those names in and they'll give us similar artists like that. That's how fucking lame these tablets are. So I don't know, maybe other tablets can buy their own songs. And we used to have iHeartRadio, but they took that shit from us. That shit was dope. You could get anything, any musician that you wanted.
But they make sure them queers have tits and stuff. They're worried about that.
Yeah, fucking, they're scared of them motherfuckers. They bow down and give them everything they want. They let them and all that shit. They cater to them. The only people don't cater to is white heterosexuals that don't have a sex charge. And there's very few of them, by the way. So it's like, but those like-minded individuals are few and far between, and they try to keep us away from each other, like we got diseases or something because we're just normal. That's a true story.
I know one thing. You better be glad I don't find out you're lying about using that phone all day long and every day.
I would call you all day long, free of charge. Why the fuck? If I could buy one, I would. I would buy one. If I was to ask, these motherfuckers would pepper spray me and lock me down for 2 years or some shit. They're insane out here. I can't even pass food from a steak piece of bread to the table next to me. Fucking put me in the night on a 24-hour or 72-hour time. What are we talking about? There isn't. This ain't that place. I know they got joints that have shit like that going on, though, so I ain't that close-minded and ignorant. I've been there and seen the shit. I was an alcoholic. We drinking moonshine every 3 or 4 days. So I know crazy shit happens in different places, but where I'm at, that ain't nothing happening. Zero. A fight here and there. Like the other day, the dude, they tried to jump on the dude and he beat him up with a padlock. Like, that's the most violent shit that's ever happened in this prison that I've been at for 2 years. So I've been here like 2 years right now.
So what all can you do with the tablets? Message me, or you can message whoever's registered on there, right?
Yeah.
But you can't get on the internet at all.
No. There's some music. There's a music app. And there's 2 different music apps. One's a radio that's got stations on there. And then,
Oh, yeah, there's a high profile. Because I asked Toby. Maddie is saying any high profile criminals in there. Who is the most famous criminal, Toby? Tell him about that smiley face killer. You were right in there with him.
Yeah, but he was a rapist. This dude was choked. This dude's a giant. He's like 7 foot tall. He's in the OSP, the penitentiary. That's how hardcore them dudes are there. This serial rapist is walking, strutting around with the best job in the world. And, like, they used to send dudes.
He didn't just rape him. He killed him. He was that smiley face killer.
Yeah.
Well, tell Maddie what you told me about. They have guys go hit him for some reason, to be in a gang or something, whatever it was.
Yeah, anytime people got in trouble, they did, like, they was getting like a speeding ticket, as they call it out here. Anytime any of the white dudes did something wrong, like to redeem themselves, they would just have to go punch this happy face killer. That happy face killer is like one of the most, the school shooter too. Now, like one of the very first school shooters, Kniff or whatever, Kniff, I don't remember the fuck, Kip Kinkle or some shit like that. He smoked his parents and then went to school and shot some kids. That was like before Columbine. That dude was out here, but everybody used to beat him up and shit, so he had to go to some PC yard shit. And then that happy face killer. I mean, if these are your most famous criminals, I mean, somebody that killed his parents and then shot some fucking innocent kids, and then somebody that choked out women or raped them. I mean, there it is. There's not like no like big time gangsters, motherfuckers, or something like that out here. There's
No
that
gangsters. Were you ever in prison with any gangsters?
Oh, that Leonard Peltier, that native dude. They say that they charged him and convicted him of killing 2 FBI agents. He was in that joint in Coleman, Florida, back in whatever 2010 or whatever when I was there. So he was super fucking popular. And then there was a lot of like big name dudes. Believe it or not, some of them was from Baltimore. I hate to fucking acknowledge that, but there was hella like they was all black dudes. That the white dudes that I met that had big names was from Texas. They was in different gangs. But
Well, I'll tell you something about Eric Foss. He's trying to be a wigger, so it don't surprise me that the big gang guys were black.
All them Maryland dudes that I met when I was in the feds, they all ran on some like black gang shit. Like,
Ooh, how you like that, Eric?
I can't
Pussy.
remember the name of that shit, but they was
1
like
minute remaining.
1 minute remaining. That's the signal. It's 1 minute, not 2. Now Sharon's in here. Must be Derek.
You want me to call you back? Or?
Yeah, but I'm going to get off this live. I want to talk to you in private. I just wanted everybody to know that Eric don't know what he's fucking talking about. He ain't no expert. And the big shots from Maryland are black, Eric.
Oh, that's a fact. That's 1,000. You could Google all that shit. You could fact check that shit or whatever. The white dudes that was supposed about their shit, they was running under a black gang. They was under some black shit. They
I
all was
believe
running
it,
black.
because he plays that.
It ain't-
He
it
plays them
wasn't no
coon
hard
tunes.
White dudes. They wasn't no like solid white Aryan motherfuckers. Not at all. They was on some black shit, selling drugs for black dudes and all that shit. That's all Baltimore is.
Okay.
No. All right.
Thanks
I'm
for
gonna call you back.
call me back. I'm going to get off of here so we can talk private.
All right. Yep, I'm gonna call you right back. All right.
All right. Bye, everybody. Just want to get some facts straight.